welcome to the Oswego State Health Podcast. Today we have a lot of interesting topics coming for you today. We're going to be talking about the dining hall app here at SUNY Oswego. We're going to be talking about the town of SUNY Oswego's health and just a bunch of different other health fitness apps and different ways to stay healthy here at Oswego. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Dylan. Joining me today, I have Alex and Nick, the usuals. So first, guys, let's get it started. We're going to talk about the dining hall app. Nick, can you tell us a little bit about the Oswego dining hall app?
Yeah, so just like a bunch of facts about what's on the menu and some nutritional stuff like the calories. It shows you the total fat, the sodium, just like a bunch of nutrition facts for each food item.
That's cool. And do you use the Oswego dining hall app to plan for dinner and what you're gonna eat before you go to the dining hall? Actually.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a great way to map out pretty much what you're gonna eat for the whole day, and you can stay under a certain amount of calories if you want to. So it's just a great app overall.
That's cool. And Alex, let me ask you something. When you use the Oswego dining hall app, what's your opinion on it? Do you like it? Do you use it before you go to the dining hall and everything like that?
Personally, I got my own kitchen, so I don't really tend to eat at the dining hall all the time. But realistically, just by looking at the app, I don't use it too often. But it looks pretty good. Obviously, there's a few things that I've noticed that could be added. It'd be nice to see exactly where the food comes from. See which companies are actually involved with the food products that we're eating, and then it would be nice to just keep asking questions, keep getting to the bottom of where our food actually comes from.
So Alex, you seem like a pretty healthy kid. Let me ask you a question. Do you find yourself being able to eat healthy at the dining hall, or do you think a lot of the food is processed and it's hard?
I feel like that's a good question. It's a complicated question. A lot of people think when it comes to just eating healthy, it's just a matter of eating fruits and vegetables. And for me personally, I think if you eat fruits and vegetables, that's definitely going to build you a strong body and it's going to make you look real healthy. But when it comes to actually being healthy, you want to make sure those fruits and vegetables haven't been filled with pesticides and herbicides, and you want to make sure that you got them from an organic farm or a farm that doesn't use all kinds of synthetic chemicals in your food. So because those can lead to problems in the future. Maybe not so much your physical health when it comes to how good you look, but on a microscopic level, a lot of these fruits and vegetables can be very harmful just because of the amount of herbicides and pesticides that have been linked to cancers and all kinds of unhealthy stuff.
And let me ask you something, Alex. I know you, like you mentioned, you live off campus. Now, a lot of people, when they live off campus, they complain saying it's hard to find healthy options and maybe it's a little bit of laziness coming to cook. So, what are ways that people can, for cheap ways and easy, efficient ways that college students that live off campus that don't have access to the dining hall every day can stay healthy and make healthy food?
I think that's also another question. I think one of the easiest things a student can do is try to eat a lot of fruit. Fruit is something that you can pack a couple of bananas, a couple apples in your bag, and you can live off fruit for a day if you have to. But realistically, there's no harm in eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, just snacking on that throughout the day. When it comes to making food, people don't realize that it's a lifestyle. If you want to eat healthy, it's not just a matter of changing a decision between unhealthy and healthy. You have to change how much time you allow yourself to make food, and you have to you got to kind of get excited about it. You got to get passionate about making these changes to your diet, and you'll notice a huge difference when you start thinking differently and not just thinking that it's just going to be an easy fix. But once you start doing it, it's an addictive lifestyle for sure. I find it easy for me to just throw things in a blender now, and then I'm off with my day with my smoothie. So I don't see a lot of other people doing that. You see it occasionally, but yeah, definitely student. I think for a student who lives in the dorm, it'd be nice for them to be able to find like a blender or something. But yeah, it's tough. The system's against them.
Okay, thank you, Alex. And we have a special guest joining us today, Josh. Welcome, Josh. He's another student who goes to SUNY Oswego and lives off campus. And Josh, recent reports and studies came out that Oswego is actually one of the most obese towns in New York State. And you living off campus and like seeing the Oswego town every day, what are ways that you think the people in the town can stay healthy and make healthier lifestyle choices?
I think it's a general movement. If you notice, a lot of populations where everything around the town and within the town is healthy and health oriented, you notice a lot of the members being healthier because they have those options which are easy. Like if you look around Oswego, it is a college town, and therefore you see a Domino's, you see Sub Shop. I mean, there's all of these unhealthy options as opposed to healthy options, which, as Alex said, it makes it very hard, and you said, makes it very hard for individuals to eat healthy. But as Alex did say, it's a lifestyle. If you choose and want to eat healthy, you won't really have that much of a problem with it because you can go grocery shopping, you can get your own healthy foods. And the Dining Hall app is great because if you are one who eats healthy and you do live on campus, it's a great resource to use to plan your meals and plan what the Dining Hall has to offer. And maybe if they're not offering something that healthy, you can, go shopping and make your own food that is healthy for you. So I think as a community, Oswego would do good by, having businesses with healthy options and healthy foods, maybe some organic stuff come in and start up, a business to compete with these unhealthy businesses. The sad truth is they might not do that well because these people in Oswego are used to a lifestyle of, food that isn't too great for you. I mean, they love it. Oswego is also a very highly dependent, let's say, on alcohol. If you look at the rates, there's a lot of bars, not as many as people think there are, but people really like to drink, and drinking isn't good for you. It's actually, on a night that you go out drinking, you can have upwards of 6,000 calories just from beer and liquor. So it's kind of a downward spiral.
Thank you, Josh. And I know you also work at the gym, and you're very healthy and stay active at the gym, the place that you work. So there are healthy options in the town for people to stay active and stay healthy. But like you mentioned about these organic companies coming in and trying to make a difference and impact in Oswego, do you think it would also be hard for them to compete because of the prices from the bigger chains, such as the Walmarts and stuff like that? Like, do you think it will be harder for the people in Oswego if they do not have enough money?
I think we're talking about two different markets. I mean, if you look at Walmart, yes, they're a giant company. They have a lot more money than anybody that you see around, such as, Price Chopper. Price Chopper is not doing as well as people might think. But then you have places that everybody loves, like Wegmans. Wegmans is making a lot of money, Whole Foods, but the thing is, they wouldn't come into this market because of the people in this area. They don't want to eat healthy. They're used to their sedentary lifestyle of not eating healthy.
I'll just comment on that real quick. Yeah, definitely a lot of big supermarket companies are starting to notice declines in some sales. And, some people might think, oh, no, that's a bad thing. But no, that's actually a really good thing because the carbon footprint effect from a supermarket. Like, a supermarket is not a real thing. It's not something that nature intended to happen. Like, ideally, we need people to start growing their own food. Even trying to support an organic company that's trying to ship organic vegetables all across the world. That's really not a sustainable way of living either. What we really need to do is have people, feeding themselves, growing their own food, and stop trying to make all this money so they can spend it on different companies. We need people to try to live on their own and sustain themselves. So it'd be nice to start seeing people starting to grow their own food, especially here in Oswego.
Thank you, Alex. And real quick for you, Nick, let me just ask you a quick question about what's your favorite way to stay healthy, food-wise, in Oswego? Like, what's your options? Like, how do you go about that?
All right. So my favorite way to stay fit and healthy is to eat the salad bar, and then just like fruits and vegetables. I try to avoid like fried foods, and I just try to eat like fish or grilled chicken. That's probably my favorite way to stay healthy.
Okay, so guys, as you see it right here, there are actually healthy options in the dining hall and in the town of Oswego that are coming in. So there should really be no excuses of why people can't stay healthy in the town of Oswego and also college kids at SUNY Oswego. Well, that does it for this episode of the Oswego State Health Podcast. Thanks for watching and see you guys next week.